Welcome to the Quellz Sed Best Show. I'm Quellz.
I'm Sed.
And I'm King Savage. And today we got the founders, the creators of False Narratives. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Introduce yourself. Nick Rules. Who y'all?
My name is Kurt.
I don't know what camera I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't.
And Sharif, however you know me. But
Alright, what's False Narratives? Let us know what that's about.
it's an FM brand.
Ooh, I like that. That was
See
nice.
what I did there?
That was nice.
That was nice.
I think we should take a shot for that one. That was nice.
That's
You might have to take a shot for that one.
I'm gonna take a puff.
You want to take a puff?
I'm gonna puff to that.
Okay, some people want to puff, some people want to take a shot. It is what it is.
You gotta turn that joint around, bro. You gotta show them
The Quellz Sed Best Show. Shout out the gang.
There it is.
What's False Narratives? Like why that name? That name catchy. I like it. What is it about?
I'm keeping it being so. We've been talking about doing something for a minute, but we're just not gonna do what we're gonna do or whatever. So one day, I don't know, we were just watching Social Dilemma. On Netflix.
Social Dilemma.
Yeah, you seen that on Netflix?
I'm
It's a docu-series, but it's about you watched it, John, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically about you seen it.
No, I didn't see it yet.
Basically, it's about you saw it. It's just about it's basically just like to make a long story short, like how like they be doing some crafty stuff on this phone. Like you talk about an ad, and in the next 2 minutes you see the ad,
Right.
like stuff like that. There's like AIs and bots and stuff like that. Like apparently there's like a version of you sitting right next to you, basically that they can see, and like whatever you react to. Long story short,
The FBI.
you feel me? Long story short, it was just like a lot of stuff is like manipulated through like your phone, TV, whatever it is that you might be on or whatever. So I was just on some hot shit, and then I made that because the thing that was in my head was like how they keep telling you crab in a barrel, but a barrel's not a natural.
I was just about to say that. Show them the shirt. Show them the shirt.
Oh, show them? Which camera? Basically right here it says a barrel is not a crab's natural habitat, because if you think crabs in a barrel, you think about black people and all
Right.
that, but
Which was a false narrative.
because you put a crab in a barrel, of course it's going to try to
get
climb
out.
out because it's about to cook it.
Right.
Same way you put anybody, whether they black, white,
Anybody, right.
you put them in a poverty-stricken area, they're going to try to climb out.
And you know what's crazy? They call like America the melting pot. Like I forgot who the fuck
So
said
we
it.
put it in braille because
I didn't notice that.
blind.
Show that.
So they can feel you.
We put it in braille because y'all blind to the false narratives.
That's
And so
so
they can feel you.
Don't let it go over your head.
That's so
Come on, stop
hard.
playing with these boys, man. Stop playing with them. Make sure
You're
y'all
not
cop
going
up.
my bar.
Make sure
So
y'all
niggas
cop
can feel
up.
you.
I like that too.
Okay,
bro.
thank
I
you.
like that.
Thank you.
But about that, like when you got an iPhone, you see something, and then the next thing you see it on there. I was on YouTube, man. If y'all ever look at your iPhone and y'all see a yellow joint at the top, the iPhone is listening to you.
Where at? That's what we're at. Like on.
It's on the top of the screen, right at the top. You got right up there where the battery sign and all that.
So basically, yeah.
If you ever see the yellow,
the show
that
was
means it's
saying.
listening. Yeah.
So like basically like when you, and that's what it really was all about. Was just basically about how like behind closed doors, whether you Trump or whether you Biden, they on the same, because you need conflict in order to make money.
Right.
So like behind closed doors, Biden got deals with the same people that Trump got deals with.
Yeah.
So like, something like that for that nature, and then like when they make conflict, so they can go on us. We go on our phone, we see an ad, it'll probably be geared towards Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Somebody who's probably like on the opposite side of that, they'll see like something about like fake news because they're selling or something that they need that.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, the
Same
whole
way,
thing was it was basically just about how they use social media to like market, to everybody. So that's why he was saying, about like how they use different like ads and stuff like that. Like how you'll be thinking about something and how you might scroll on your phone and you just see it pop up.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
It's like
Yeah,
they got it down to a science. They didn't they know what you done researched on your phone.
Yeah.
They know like the stuff that you might look at on your phone for like, you might look at it for a little bit. And they know how long you done looked at certain things, so it's crazy.
Y'all niggas seen Space Jam?
The new one?
Not the new
Yeah.
I still ain't. I'm a crazy Brown fan. I still ain't.
I like it too, because I like how horrible Brian acting is.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be No, hear me out.
Yeah, you really don't like
You really hate it. You don't like it. You like that you hate it.
No. Seriously, like hear me out. Jordan had a bad acting job on that joint too.
Okay.
And Brian had a bad acting.
let me ask you
Jordan
this.
bad acting made me like it.
Let me ask you
I
this.
can respect that.
You give me the same vibes as somebody who drinks because they like the way it tastes. Who drinks because they like the way it tastes? Why are you watching Space Jam to critique LeBron James acting?
Because I wanted to be
for
corny.
kids.
I know, I wanted to be corny. That's what I'm saying.
Drunk, you don't drink for the taste.
I know, I wanted to be corny. That's what I'm saying. I watched it for the corniness. I wanted it to be corny. I like Space Jam because of the corniness. But my whole thing was, I can't ruin it for y'all. But they was basically saying that shit on there, and I feel like a lot of people don't know it. You know, our man's work for T-Mobile and shit. He said a lot of people, not everybody, when you sign a waiver to get your phone, no matter what, is in your fucking contract. You just don't read it. Nobody ever reads it.
Yeah, nobody really reads contracts.
So I don't think
that's a good or a bad thing.
Agreed. So
What'd you
that
say?
doesn't matter.
Is it a good or a bad thing that they don't?
That they listening?
So that's what the show was about. How it was meant to be designed for good, but niggas fucked it up and it turned into bad.
The crackers.
Like, what Soulja Boy say? But I mean, speaking of them, that's why we put that hand right there manipulating the world to let
Like
you
it's
know.
the puppet.
Yeah.
I
So
peeped that too.
you manipulate the world, which is, you know what I mean, we use the white people not to be like. And that's the thing.
So you're saying that the white people
we don't
control
want this to be like a political brand and nothing like that.
Political
But
racist
like,
thing,
you know what I
right.
mean? But
My man wore his woke shirt today, so that's what we.
No, real quick though. So about, because I looked at the shirt and I did notice the hand with the strings like it's a puppet.
Yeah.
What's the actual message of it? Are you like what?
So it's just basically like the world for real, like is the overall thing to it. But like the masses of it is like, I mean, white people at the end of the day run this shit. So
right, like it's controlled.
It's not that they told us that. I don't know where that originally came from. Who came up with? I know he's a black painter who painted it.
Okay.
Crabs in the Barrel.
Crabs in the Barrel painting.
We just been programmed to think that was, you know what I mean, Crabs in the Barrel. But again, like if you put anything in the poverty sugar area, that's going to happen no matter race or color. So like that's why whole like black on black crime would be a false narrative, shit like that.
Right.
Because crime is crime. You don't say white people kill white people. White on white crime.
I like it and I understand it. No, seriously, because it's like
We just talking about that.
because it's like back in the day when North Philly was nothing but black. The people that was in North Philly wanted to get out of North Philly, so where did they move to? They moved to Northeast. Who was in Northeast when they moved up there? The black people.
Yeah, chill.
But now look at it, you got all the white people buying all the houses in North Philly.
Right.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Gentrifying.
Yeah.
All the white people that was in Northeast
Because we was
is
looking like
slowly moving to North Philly because there's nothing but fucking Temple with my grandma, whole block. No bullshit. Like,
No, I know.
nothing but black people in this block. And I went one day and it's just like nothing but Temple students.
Yeah, they spreading them out over the block. Like down the bottom, like
Exactly.
over top of that, over that bridge, that shit all.
Exactly. So it's just I do get it. It's Crabs in the Barrel. At the end of the day, like you said.
It's getting bad.
But it's been that. Like, even back in the day, like, West Philly was a white area. Downtown was a black area. And then somehow it just changed.
they said about town. My pop told me and my mom said before that, like in Norristown, we got the West End, you got the East End. And the West End used to be like all white people.
Okay.
And then like when niggas started moving over there, and that's when it started getting all crazy.
Do y'all think everything is white people's fault? No, it sound my fault. It sounds crazy, but I low key like.
Yeah.
Alright. I thought it was just me, like.
This nigga is crazy.
Listen, everything as far as what? Like,
Yeah, that's all about it.
Like, alright.
The reason
That's
that
something.
we in poverty? Is that what you're saying?
The reason why a lot of shit goes on, like our crime, like the poverty situation, the way a lot of motherfuckers think, because at the end of the day, they control our school system, they control our
I wouldn't say crime.
bills, what'd you say?
I wouldn't say crime.
I would say that.
It is.
Why would
because
you say crime? Though?
We
the
need
way we
shit.
think. The way we think.
When the news is programmed and all you see like every day, you waking up, 13-year-old shot in Philadelphia, you still mean nobody knows nothing, he's in critical condition over and over and over and over. You only want to think so much.
I feel like a lot of people don't
It's
like.
geared up because like again, that's when it goes back to the social dilemma. they control the news. Like they'll report whatever they want you to report. Like you could probably talk about something. I don't know. Like,
well, no, I agree with that they don't show all of what's really happening in the city on the news.
Conditioning.
I'm going off what you saying though. You said that white people.
It's conditioning though. Listen to this. So if you see nothing but people dying, right? You know nothing. You hear nothing but people dying. Like keep it all the way being. Like a lot of woke rappers and shit like that, they don't get pushed like they should because it's not that what people want. People want to hear the violence and shit like that. Like I turn on Dirt because that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear cold 24/7. And I'm just keeping it real. So I'm programming it. Like, but listen to this. The news keeps showing you shit over and over again. They keep showing you people dying. You get the loss of, like, you don't respect life the same. You don't think a life is worth as much no more.
I saw
you see that
somewhere,
shit lost so much.
I saw something somewhere. I forget what it was. But it was something. It was something about like saying that's why it's easy to rap to say you a shoot a nigga or something like that because it's like
you don't value. You don't value somebody's life.
When you rap along with the lyrics or whatever, it's so easy to go along with it because I don't know.
Think about this.
No, here's what I'm saying. You said the white people control crime.
yeah, that was crazy.
That's what I'm getting at. You was trying to say like the white people control crime, like just because they showing all this killing on the news, all these black people just go out and kill.
No.
I'm not saying that.
I feel you. It's being, but crime is being controlled because we're conditioned to, think a certain way. I mean, they control their thinking. I'm sorry.
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
On to the next topic. What's the worst false narrative y'all think that's being pushed?
I mean, it's thousands. Like, we got another shirt out that we just want to say, like, back to regular racism, or, like, something like that. But, like, again, we don't want it to be, like, too political, because, like, false narrative could be something that you don't deem in your head from your own self. So.
I ain't talking about the clothes, I'm talking about just in general. What you think the worst is?
Y'all gotta stop saying old Cracker Barrel is better than IHOP. That's just something. Hey, sugar golden grits. I'm heavy on that type tip too. I want y'all to know that I put sugar in my grits. Yeah, that's heavily something I'm
Alright, I thought I was wearing this, Joe. Sugar definitely.
Your man over here don't eat cheese on nothing.
Cheese on nothing?
No, I don't eat cheese on grits.
You eat cheese steaks
though?
I
don't eat cheese, period. Like,
but do you eat cheese steaks?
You don't eat cheese.
You can't eat cheese.
No. I
can't call it nothing else but cheese.
I go through this with everybody who I tell I don't eat cheese.
You gotta call it a steak.
The first time, you don't eat cheese sticks, so you don't eat pizza, you don't eat cheese.
Question.
I wouldn't call it a steak because a steak
mac and cheese.
So, is it
steak sandwich?
Don't eat
I don't like it. Alright, I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's weird. I used to eat cheese. Like, I literally remember eating cheese. Like, yeah, like, I used to fuck that shit up.
False narrative that all rats eat cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, he bringing it back to that.
It's always the false
Listen.
Fucking, no.
Call it what you want, but I'm not a rat, so I don't eat the cheese, so listen.
It could have been the government.
I don't even take my son to Chuck E. Cheese.
You threw me for a loop because I was all woke. I told you he wore his woke shirt. I'm feeling the woke vibe. This nigga said Cracker Barrel.
I'm just saying, like, I hate it.
Cracker Barrel not good.
It's not that good.
I've been to Cracker Barrel one time.
That shit is
I've
not
been to it
good.
like twice. It's not good.
Cracker Barrel
That
overrated.
shit is not good, bro.
IHOP overrated.
Best thing they got is French toast. That's it.
IHOP.
That shit is.
You like IHOP?
I fuck with IHOP. Burger King, Little King got the best burger.
Yo, shut up.
Burger King?
No.
We not like that.
Yo, you hear me?
I got a question, right?
We not doing that.
Yo,
What's your question?
Brother Cedric.
Yo.
Brother Cedric. Talking about false narrative. Y'all think, snitching, like, because they say you're not supposed to snitch no matter what. You stick to the code, you die by the code. What's y'all thoughts on people snitching in whatever business they in?
Business, any situation. Shit, it ain't even just about business. Any situation.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm heavy on the what you signed up for is what you signed up for.
yeah,
Right.
like,
What if you ain't signed up for it?
That's
you're
my
not a street nigga, and that's not. You're a regular civilian.
You don't gotta follow that rule.
But I think they
There's
put that,
there's an honor that comes with it. You know what I mean?
I think they
You know,
put that,
like you know who car you hopping in at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And like you know who you hang with when you're doing what you're doing with. So don't, when the time comes, all of a sudden act like you don't know who you're hanging out with or what you was getting into.
I'm acting like that in the courtroom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like,
Look, I feel like the snitching thing just became like the hood, code. Like if you grew up in the hood, you're not supposed to tell on nobody.
right.
Like so, if you're a regular pedestrian, you see some bullshit,
Mind your
somebody
fucking
question
business.
it,
Yeah, no,
mind your
definitely.
business. Y'all think niggas should mind their business?
Hell yeah, mind your motherfucking business.
For
Who
sure.
the fuck don't think people should run this
I
business?
don't give a
It's
fuck
just a
what I
little
see.
kid
I'm
just got
minding my
killed.
fucking.
Nah,
If that
yeah.
shit don't concern me, I'm minding my fucking
A
business.
little kid
Listen,
just got killed. You know who did it? You just not gonna say nothing. Mind your fucking business.
Well, that's different. That's a whole different scenario.
I seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Well, if it's a little kid, if I could stop it from happening, then I will try my best to stop it happening.
You want to jump in the way?
You gonna take that bullet?
No, see, y'all going straight to the bullet. But look, y'all going straight to the bullet.
Fuck that kid.
Hear me out, hear me out.
Fuck that shit.
Hear me out, hear me out. Scenario, hear me out. I might see them arguing.
A kid.
You never know. Young boy might be like me.
Grown ass.
But look, listen to me. Listen to me. Young boy, look. Young boy might hit him with the leave me alone joint all loud.
Okay.
I might have to step in like, yo, young boy said leave him alone. Like, what type of time you on? Now, don't get me wrong. You can go around damn near down me, but
Exactly. You feel me? Mind your business.
Alright, I'm gonna mind my business.
Mind, no matter what it go to. Mind
But I don't know, it's because I got a child.
My security
So it's
guard.
like if I got a child and she outside and somebody see my child. I don't know, bro. It's like if you see one of them vans, you got kids outside, y'all
I'm
on the block.
snitching on the kidnapper.
No, look, hear me out.
Stop,
Hear me out.
listen.
Hear me out, because I don't
I
think
ain't
it's different.
snitching on a fucking kid.
Hear me out, because I don't think it's different.
They different.
If you see the van coming and you see the van stop in front of the kids, you're not gonna do nothing.
I'm doing something. That's
Yeah, I'm
different
snitching.
though.
All right, now,
Cool.
license
You
plate
don't
closed.
know. All right, so now we're gonna take it back to the other situation. You don't know homeboy got a gun. All young boy saying is leave me alone. You're not gonna approach the situation. You don't know he got a gun. You don't know that, bro. If a kid is standing right across from you, a couple kids, let's say a couple, and a nigga just walk down the street and then he just randomly stop, and you peep it, he ain't pull no gun out, he ain't do none of that, and the kid just wanna take time like. He's just trying to say something to the kid. I can't talk to you. And you hear this shit.
There come Quellz Sed.
You hear it. You not going to approach the situation like, yo, like, oh, here, like, what you...
Well, let's just say the situation happened. You know what I mean?
All right, now, you
Whatever
saying if I
happened,
see a gun get pulled out?
No.
You saying the body drop.
Yeah. Kid is on the ground, the cops come questioning you. I ain't gonna mind your fucking business. Because you wasn't trying to mind your business when he was approaching you. If you could have stopped it. You could stop it now if you
I'm going to be
get
honest
him
with
off the
y'all.
streets or something.
I'm waiting for your answer so I can answer. 'Cause I might snitch.
I'm going to be honest, bro. If I physically see a man shoot a child,
You got it right.
I'm ratting, bro. You
Yeah.
tripping. I have a
That's
child. I need to know all information if anything happened to my child, bro. I'm ratting. If I physically see it.
What age you
Oh
child
no,
stop
this
at?
nigga right here. Yup, this nigga.
What age you child stop at?
What?
What age you child stop at?
Like, are you talking like?
Yeah,
That's
like,
sad
yeah.
that I gotta go here.
That's
but
a
like, you
good
talking
question.
about
I ain't gonna lie. That is a good question.
6-year-old.
That
Like,
is a good question.
So,
these 13-year-olds might shoot you. They might shoot me.
That's what I'm saying.
What type of child is you
They don't
talking
know what
about?
type beef young boy might have been then.
These
Why does it-
13-year-olds is
why does it
crazy out
matter?
here.
Why does it matter?
Cause these 13-year-olds is crazy out here. They might pluck you off. They might pluck me
You
off.
snitching?
all right, I see why it's a good question. I see why it's a good question because I could see this about to be
I ain't
some
gonna
crazy
lie,
as shit.
I'm out of my business.
If I see a grown ass man get murked,
All scenarios you might
Bro,
have been
I might have to mind.
I ain't gonna say alternate, but if a nigga just shot a kid, like,
yeah, a kid
cool.
is different.
Like, what made you really just pull your gun out and shoot a kid? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm cool. I don't want no smoke with you, cuz.
But what age you kids stop at though? So like, what age do you stop caring? Do you mind your business?
I don't know, bro. Cause like I just said, if I see a grown ass man get murked,
That's a
grown ass
crazy
man that I
story.
don't know, I'm minding my fucking business.
That's
I
somebody
ain't gonna
else's
be
beef.
honest.
Like, I don't know what's
But
going
if
on.
I see a kid, 7, 8, 9, Yo,
You talking about a child? Like a child, like
So 9 is
child is like
9 is the cutting
That's
point.
crazy.
I'm saying that's
he
crazy.
trying to put an
I'm
age.
trying to
But 10 is like fuck young boy, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what type of question is that?
Well, I stopped at
Basically, like,
a
would you-
number, but
That's what I'm saying.
like basically,
I didn't mean it.
This is crazy.
like would you put your
What's the
life?
age?
Would you put your life in the line for a random young boy, basically?
For a random 12-year-old.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's a crazy question.
Well,
Like,
with that
And
being said,
where did this narrative come from? That you should just mind our business.
your mom, when she dropped you off at school and told you nobody likes to tattletale.
Yeah, I learned that from the jump. First time I told
Exactly.
something, I learned.
So that's something we.
everybody know that though. Like even the cops know that. Like the cops don't snitch on other cops. So like, you know what I mean, everybody
true.
know that.
That's
Like,
true.
you know what I mean.
That's true.
Nobody likes a snitch. Like nobody, you know what I mean.
That's heavy. I never heard that. That's
true, though.
crazy. That's crazy.
They're one of the biggest
That's
gangs.
Yeah, they. You know what I mean. I watched the whole documentary on a cop. You know what I mean.
I would say that's
Cop
probably
rating.
back to that question I had asked y'all. I think that's probably the biggest false narrative to me that they are the cops
to
are good
protect
people. Yeah, and they're protecting. How the fuck are you protecting me by telling
right there? It was the slave patrol first.
That's absolutely correct. I heard
turned
that.
into police.
I heard that. I people look at it. They good people though, and I just can't fuck with them. I can't fuck with them.
They're people.
Yeah, that's
At
the
the end of the day,
nobody's superhero.
The job itself, when somebody is given that much power, you can't blame it on the person.
Yes, you can.
Nah.
What the fuck?
If you
Who you blame it on?
if you the job itself, that's who you blame it on. If you give a random person, everyday person, the power to,
He just
kill somebody.
Okay, I feel
He's
what
an
you're
armed
saying.
security. He's an armed security guard. You ever felt like this wanting to off somebody?
Yes, you have.
That I
If
feel like I
you-
just wanted to off somebody.
Exactly.
No, what the fuck?
Like,
You have
no,
to say
exactly.
yes,
What are you answering for that bullshit?
Yes.
So you
Why would I
yes,
feel like I just want to off somebody?
exactly.
I never felt like that.
Exactly.
All right, so let's just say
You one of them.
I'm not making.
No, he on
be a cop.
I'm not making excuses.
he on some defund the police shit.
I'm not on no
Okay, shit.
like it's okay shit, but it's like you give a person the power to kill, and let's just say they having a bad day, fucked up day, everything going wrong, some dumb shit pop
Fuck
up.
it.
You're legally allowed to kill somebody, so they're going to do it.
No,
No,
Cops
it's never
can't-
legal.
no.
You about to say you're not like you're not even like,
I don't like the way you just worded that. Cops
Like,
not,
cops
you,
not
you
like-
can't just be out here.
They be
The
doing
way
it like
you
that,
just
but
worded
like,
that was bad, bro. You can't just be a cop and just be like, oh, I'm having a bad day.
Look at your
I just
shirt.
pulled this nigga over. I'm gonna just shoot him. You can't do that.
This a false
I'm
narrative.
not. Cause y'all hearing what y'all want to hear. I'm saying.
No, we hearing what you said. The way you worded it.
Why do you think it's so hard for a cop to go to jail or get convicted of a crime? Because they're legally allowed to kill somebody if some bullshit pop up.
No, I
So-
think just
Nah,
because
you
they
just
gotta
gotta
look
come
at the
and
situation
honor it.
first and what happened.
So does armed security.
I just feel like they have to look at the
Yeah, right.
situation and see what happened. Like they said, just like armed security.
That's-
I could shoot somebody and tell them my reasoning for shooting him.
he can
Shooting
get away
that
with it.
person.
He's armed
And
security.
they have to now look into that
They
situation.
have to look into it.
That's
See
why
if
it takes
was-
a while.
If it was okay to
He
do.
just told you he never wanted to do that. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm trying to explain.
If the person is killed
Okay.
and is justified that he should have killed him, that's legal, correct?
Technically.
Next
See, look.
topic. Yeah.
If you attacked me in Florida and I shot you on some stand my ground shit, technically legally I could have killed you. But that don't make it like legally. Like, nah, you can't legally kill anybody. You defended
You
yourself.
can kill anybody with your property. I'm
You
not going to
defended
shoot
yourself,
the
but you
fucking
can't just-
mailman because he walked on my
I'm
stuff.
not saying that. I'm saying that according to the situation,
God.
you're legally allowed to kill people, right? Not
Wait.
random people.
Just say that, yo. That's a crazy statement, yo.
Alright, hear me out. Well, I mean, said, I get what you said, right? As an armed guard, right? You saying that if a person defends themselves,
Yeah.
that and they shoot somebody and that somebody dies, it made it legal to do
No,
because
he
they
legally
defended
did his
themselves.
job.
No, hear me out. That's what you're saying,
That's
though.
what I said.
All right, cool, and
It's
I
job
get what
itself.
you're saying.
It's bullshit.
I get it. So you saying that that's bullshit that they defended themselves?
No.
Because you just said if a person defend themselves and they just so happened to shoot
Try to let him
somebody,
explain it
and
better.
that person was to die, then they had the legal right to kill that person. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm asking you, are you saying that that's right, or are you saying that that's wrong?
I'm saying, if you put somebody in that situation,
Cedric.
and you have 1 billion police officers in the world, and you know 1 billion situations happen, somebody's gonna die. So the job itself.
Okay, I got you. So what you're saying
You're
is
giving somebody
the
that
police.
power.
So what he's saying is the police.
You're giving somebody the power to be
Listen,
able to kill somebody.
he's saying that when anybody applies to be a cop, and they go be a cop, they go do all their training, now they're a cop. If they have to defend themselves, if they feel like they have to defend themselves and they shoot somebody and they kill that person, they had the legal right to kill that person because there's defense. That's what he's saying.
I had the legal right to kill somebody that owns a gun, you can do that though.
Yeah, even if I don't work for a security guard or police, I got the legal right if I was licensed and all that.
That don't just
to
mean
kill
people
somebody.
gonna
If
do it.
you,
Okay.
You're like,
We can use me as another example.
I got a question.
Oh, real quick. We can use me as another example. Take away the armed security shit. I work for Brinks. If anybody try to come at me, I'm shooting.
No, yeah, right.
I'm shooting. So what you saying is I had the legal right to shoot that motherfucker and kill him because he tried to.
You good?
All right, that's what you're saying. Cool. So now overall, like I said, my point to you is, and my question to you is, do you think that's right or do you think that's wrong? That's all I'm asking.
Me personally, I don't like give a damn.
That's not what I asked. I'm asking you, do you think it's right that you can defend yourself and kill somebody legally, or do you think it's wrong?
Don't gas him, yo.
yo,
It's right by the Constitution.
Is it right to you?
morally.
No.
Okay.
Question.
To kill somebody for out of protection, you know, there's other ways you can go about it.
So,
Bro, when you in the middle of that situation, you ain't thinking about no motherfucking other way. You gonna grab that motherfucking gun and you
He's
want.
like literally pointing a gun at you, like.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
that, but
So
listen
if
to this.
somebody's pointing, all right.
Hear me out. Your situation a little bit different. You said you got a brake truck, right?
How we get here from killing kids?
I have no idea, bro. I don't. This is what this show is
Killing
about.
kids is crazy.
The shit just moves.
He a Blue Lives Matter nigga. That's all I understood from all that.
Yeah.
He got on the woke shirt. It don't make sense. False narrative.
What did
That's a bad fuck.
What you about to ask me?
What I was saying with your situation is you're there to protect the money.
Right.
You're there to protect your fucking self. Police are there to protect everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
They supposed to be.
That's
the narrative.
The
That's the
police,
false
You
narrative.
but the police gotta protect themselves too, though.
I know, but hear me out though, bro. In certain situations, like the bull fucking it was me. The time to fuck that. Walter.
What about
Dude that died in Philly.
Okay, what about
with the knife.
What about
Walter Wallace, thank you. There was no reason for them to shoot that man. He had a knife in his hand, bro. They wear bulletproof vests, bro. You could have easily sedated that man.
I agree.
So for you to say that just because you had the authority to shoot somebody, that you should shoot somebody, that don't make sense. That's what I'm trying to explain to him. He's saying that just because they had the authority, it's okay.
Technically,
I never said
technically
it was okay.
though.
It sounded like it. It sounded
I was
a lot
saying,
like it.
if you give somebody that, you know, power to do it, they're going to fucking do it. I never said it was okay.
No, they're not. Not a morally correct person, bro. If you give me that power, I'm not just
But
gonna
there's
somebody
people
who
who
try
are
to
not
protect
morally correct.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they should do with as far as the police and shit. They should try to find more
How do
morally
you test
correct.
that?
But yeah, you can't test that, bro.
That's correct.
How do you interview
If you got all these tests set and somebody pass it, that don't just mean that they not morally correct. It just mean that you just passed the test.
That's true. I'm good at this. Yo, chill out, boy.
That's all that means. But I actually want to get off this topic. I actually want to talk more about the clothing. One thing I want to ask is, do y'all design your own shirts? Like y'all do the graphics and everything for it?
Yeah, on Photoshop.
On Photoshop. So that means y'all really did have to like really think about what was getting put onto these shirts. So with that being said, like for the crab and the barrel thing, did I have to do research on that? Was it something that y'all was already taught?
It was that social dilemma, John, right?
It was a social dilemma joint, but like I said, I don't know, man. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. You know what I mean?
It's fried.
Fried, I was smoking, whatever, but I just remembered, for whatever reason, I just popped in my head, and like I just thought about that as false narrative. But I had to Google who did it just to make sure that it was a black man that painted it.
Right.
And then from there, like I used to be a painting in my grandma's house.
Okay.
And I just remember from there. And then
So when it was at your grandma's, you only remember the painting. She ain't never like tell you.
Nah, my grandma had a whole bunch of paintings like that. And then, like it's actually like a whole style of painting. Like there's a couple more Jones. I don't know if you ever seen it, but I think your grandma got a couple Jones in it.
Yeah, she got a bunch of them.
But it's like it's crazy. You know, I'm about to say this, but like there's one that's a painting that says last one is a nigger. Like but it's painted by a black person.
Yeah.
And like it's a whole bunch of babies trying to hurry up and jump into like a bathtub. It's like I forget what the name of it is, but
last one in is a nigger.
yeah, but it's a couple. It's like a couple of paintings like that.
Yeah.
They're all from black people. I don't know if it's like
It's like old, like little black antique paintings.
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
type of shit.
No, I know what y'all saying. My grandma had a couple.
Yeah, my grandma had a couple. I
Yeah.
never thought about
like the one that
that's
where it's like one where like the famous ones when they all walking up a hill going up to church or something like that.
Okay.
But it's all come from the same style of paintings.
So that's where your inspiration came from. You think?
You know the artist name?
Like the paintings you seen as a child. You wanted to get into graphics because of it.
I don't know. That's a good question. Possibly, but like I think that's another thing. Like as like.
Tell me
Again,
you
I
just a
don't
fly motherfucker, bro.
but that being said, though, like that is something that like I think about too. Like when you're younger, like I feel like especially black kids, they don't know what they like when they're younger. You know what I mean? They just think either sports or music. You feel me? You don't even subconsciously know that. Like, you feel me? If I would have been taking advantage of my high school classes, I've been had graphic design classes, but I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Me too.
Until now, now I'm trying to make my own t-shirts. I could have been paying attention in class. And, you know what I mean?
I feel like
you don't know how to
school
tap into other things because you either think sports or you think that.
I feel like school is another false narrative too. I feel like that. Am I getting too woke for y'all?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want the brand to be too political.
I'm talking about
It is
general.
already like I think
See what it
y'all have no choice but to go political because, especially in our
You
community,
don't gotta go to political. Don't listen to
I mean, like,
especially in our community, is a billion false narratives.
Yeah.
So, what y'all get inspired from, we grew up saying, and it's going to get political.
yeah,
This is already political.
yeah.
Crabs in a barrel.
Are you okay if white people like your shirts?
Surprisingly, they be hitting me up for them drawings. So like,
Do you explain them to them?
no. I mean, I explained it to once. Like, I got a couple people on my job that's been asking for them. And it's like, at that point, I
Is it awkward explaining it to them? Like,
Yeah.
do they get it?
I don't know. You know what I mean? You can say you can get it, but like, do you really get it? You know what I mean? Like, at that point, it's like,
Nah. So I was at the bar the other day, and I was listening to
What if the security guard would have shot you? You would have been cool with that?
What?
My fault, my fault.
But it's crazy I keep talking about security guards because literally a couple days ago, I didn't even tell you about this yet. This dude came in there, you know I work at a dispensary, so it's technically supposed to be for people who like medicinally need cannabis.
Like
Bull came in there causing a scene. This is a HIPAA violation.
yeah, we gonna
cut that out.
But long story short, Bull came in there, tackled the security guard because we couldn't figure out his password to his email. We couldn't figure out his password to his email. Because I'm supposed to know that. I work register 3 today. I'm supposed to know your password.
I work register 3. I was supposed to know.
Crazy, but he started getting tackled, security guard bit the shit out of him, skin hanging off. It was crazy, bro. He should have shot you. He here for his medicine.
You a Blue Lives Matter nigga now, bro. You got.
For me, he here for his medicine. At the end of the day, he
What I
here for
was
his
saying.
medicine.
Well, if you give somebody the authority and the legal right to do something, they're gonna fucking do it.
Some
They
people
said,
want to
yo,
take the.
If they said, yo,
Basically, if you give a person a
black
lottery
niggas,
ticket, if
y'all
you
can
give a
sell
person an inch, they
drugs.
take them out. That's what you're saying. So
Huh?
you give a person an inch, they take them out. That's
The
what you're
purge.
saying.
The what?
Think
He's
of
not
the
about to do this. We not about to
The
do
purge.
Wait.
We are not.
Where we going with this guy?
Nah, think of the purge.
I get the concept you about to do, but we not about to do this.
Just real quick. They made all crime legal. What the fuck niggas do? They
When they start killing niggas.
exactly. So
They could have just
Stay in the house.
stayed in the house.
But also
so
in
you
that
give
movie-
somebody the legal right
But also
They're
in
gonna
that
do
movie,
it.
you had some people that didn't want to do it.
Some
at all.
people. That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's where I'm coming from,
It
bro.
goes into who
You got
the
some
one
people
person
that's
is.
going to do it. Like we were just talking about, you got some people that's going to do it, some people that's not.
Well,
the
It's
whole
all about
concept,
the willpower, bro.
The whole
It's crazy
concept.
that all.
How that just
I like
tied
how
in.
you-
It's all
I like
about
how
the
you did that.
willpower,
It
bro.
is, but the whole concept of you giving this, free will to do what the fuck you want. Some people are going to do that. That's
So you
why
think-
it's evil. That's why it's
So you
bad.
think everybody shouldn't have free will?
Nah, the free will to fucking kill somebody legally. No, everybody shouldn't have that because if everybody had it,
They would just do
for
it.
instance, purge. Some people will do it. Some people might not.
But it
what
might
I'm
be a
saying.
high possibility that a lot of people would do it. All right,
And there's
y'all.
my point. From 2 topics ago, but my question was.
I don't like your shirt. I think
Yo,
that's
He was telling me about this shit.
My original. What were we talking about before that?
You said something about you in the bar.
Oh, because
Hurry up.
Thank you, Ned.
you were saying you didn't like. It was weird explaining
Yo, relax.
shit to white people and.
Yeah. But
You
Let
thought
him
they
finish
didn't
your
get it.
story, please.
So I was in the bar listening to reggae, and I heard this white guy. He was like going along with it, and I turned around like, "What the fuck? Like, how did you know this music?" And he started breaking everything down to me, to like the science of it, and where it came from and how it came. So I feel like if it shouldn't be weird for you to explain it to white people, they gonna get it. Some
it's
may
just
not.
it's like a. I wouldn't say weird. I would say sometimes it's just uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Why?
I don't like talking about
Nigga shit to white people.
because it's none of their business.
That's how we.
That's heavy.
That's how we.
That's heavy.
That's how we get better though as a society.
Well, you know the back to regular racism shirt that we got. So I wore that joint out Phoenixville. You know what I mean, out to eat, whatever. And it was like they had like a whole like strip of restaurants and all that type of stuff. But it was really just all white people out there. So I go out there.
Yeah,
and,
go dangerous.
I'm wearing this shirt, and the whole time in my head I'm thinking like, oh, like this is the last place I should have been wearing this shirt. There's nothing but white people. My shirt say back to regular racism, with some black kids putting like a little ballot into like a little box, like they like voting. I'm like, yeah, but that was awkward. But you know what I mean. So to your point, yeah.
So what is the back to regular racism shirt mean?
We ain't dropped that one yet,
yeah,
but like,
Shit.
nah, it's cool. We can talk about it, but like,
We got
it's the same
we got
thing.
an exclusive.
it's the same thing. Like, there's a picture like similar, like how they looking at the TV. There's a couple black kids lining up to vote, and we was supposed to do it around like election time, obviously with Biden and all that, but like it's forever relevant. But like the whole idea that like Trump going and
When y'all drop,
everything's cool, everything's cool now. Like now we really back to regular like how it used to be.
when y'all
We just
drop,
not in an enhanced racism. Yeah, but you gotta yeah, I don't know. You feel me, bro? Like this is the first one. For we would have been dropping a couple more, but like the whole shipping, they got stuck in LA for a little bit. So we've been delayed. We even getting people these shirts. Like that's somebody's shirt right
so
there.
where can people get shirts at?
You can go on our Instagram at _false narratives or the Squarespace's false narratives squarespace.com.
Yeah, y'all got plenty more coming, right?
Yes, sir. For sure.
Not this shirt, but this is a one-on-one.
That's
Right?
that's for you, King.
Y'all make me a.
No, don't make them
Need
shit.
With that being said, I want to thank y'all for coming.
Nah, yeah, thank
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
guys for
it.
having this, man.
Y'all already shout out y'all Instagram. Do y'all have any other social medias that y'all want to shout out?
I mean, unless y'all want to follow us on my personal ones, _Nas13.
You don't feel like he don't want y'all to follow.
Follow the brand, man.
Yeah, just follow the brand.
False narrative.
We appreciate it.
Just follow the
Definitely.
brand. Make sure y'all check out their
blind
clothes.
to the narratives, you feel me?
Whoa.
Again,
Listen.
Here we go.
don't be blind to the false narrative.
Don't be blind to it.
To the effing narrative.
To the effing narrative.
Don't be blind to it, y'all.
For me, crabs in a barrel is not a crab's natural habitat.
At all.
He was never supposed to be in that barrel, King. We're
Yeah.
queens.
Can we get
you chill.
I want to thank y'all for watching.
With that.
False narratives. Quellz said it best. We out here.